Welcome back to the Fix, Quik Fix. That is the boy Naro here with Ari and Javi.
Hi.
We're there.
Oh. Just like a push up more, I guess you want to say Ari.
Yeah. Why many things say that I guess I'm look good?
Not you waiting for a compliment.
You know what you was doing to you. It's like me out on purpose.
The funny thing is why me and Javi laugh the same exact time. In the exact way.
You look a witch laugh.
Twins.
But I got saying I look nice too. I was going to return compliment and then say I look nice too.
Really? You were gonna?
In our Jehovah's Witness outfit.
Wow.
And that's why you look ugly. And that's why
She look like she's like a Mormon.
you look ugly. Because I decided to just conservative.
She came to spread the word, okay?
Say it look good.
Like, so I had to tack on the Jehovah's
What
Witness.
was I said? So then
Them
can't
look
look good
good
neither.
too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez. I don't believe.
Anyways, people, a quick fix time for those who don't know what that is. Javi, please do tell them what it's all about. But before I do that, tell them who's brought to them by.
You're the absolute worst. But Quik Fix is brought to you by Prison Marketing Consultants, the public relations and media platform catering to the Caribbean diaspora. Quik Fix is also brought to you by Magnum. Magnum celebrating 25 years of dancehall. Quik Fix is a run-up of the news that we've missed in the week, so let's go ahead and get started. So, dancehall artist Squash is scheduled to return to court on April 2nd, 2025 for an arraignment hearing in Miami-Dade County, Florida, where he will formally face gun-related charges. The Six Boss, whose real name is Andre Maurice Whitaker, has been entangled in a legal storm since his February 24th arrest, when Miami Beach police allegedly found him in possession of a modified firearm. His situation took a drastic turn on March 5th when U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, detained him at the Chrome North Service Processing Center due to ongoing immigration issues. Now, with his freedom hanging in the balance, the 33-year-old DJ's future in the U.S. looks increasingly uncertain. So, what do we make of this, guys?
Increasingly uncertain indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you can't help but think about how unfortunate this whole situation is, how talented Squash is as an artist, as an individual. If you're reaching them situation, because it could have been all so different.
Mm-hmm.
And all you can just pre the situation and look at it and just think about is just wish for the best. At least in my point of view.
Yeah.
That's all we can wish for. But it's not looking good at all.
Yeah.
It's not looking good at all for Squash.
Mm-hmm.
His career, I want to say him livelihood, why? But yeah, laugh upon that.
Livelihood, what's wrong with that? It's a word.
Him as an artist in dancehall, it just look like that's in jeopardy. And just even that in and of itself is on the back burner, boy, again, for in life, in actual life.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, it's just unfortunate because Squash is one of the best music, song makers them.
Yeah,
and
artists.
for the past 10 years.
I would definitely say songmaker.
Yeah, song
Yeah.
song.
Because I feel like if you're an artist, you stay true to the art. But obviously most of these artists have them extracurricular activity. Now, I'm not singing doom and gloom for him. I don't know what. I think if him get a competent lawyer, if him can spend 80 grand US per a watch, him definitely can spend a good chunk of that money to
on
get
a good lawyer.
Don't get the lawyer what give up on Diddy.
Right.
So
I'm not harping doom and gloom for him. I think him can definitely argue it. Him have guns are definitely legal in America, and him can
Not
argue
every
that
state.
in Florida it definitely is where he is. The state that he is, it's definitely legal. Stand your ground, all them things they definitely legal in Florida. But I guess him need it for protection for God knows what. I guess the reason why he had to flee
World War III
Jamaica, right? But this is all just speculation. Let's just see what happens with him on each charge. We clearly see that America is locking down or clamping down and getting stricter in their immigration and immigrants, like illegal immigrants, people who are there unlawfully and illegally. they're rounding him up. I don't know if you guys saw the news where there were a bunch of Venezuelans that was sent to El Salvador illegally. That's a whole thing. So, we just hope that if he has to come back, that them actually send him back to the right place. I think he'd want to come home no matter what. But, it's just an unfortunate thing. It really is. It really truly is. But, let's wait and see what the courts have to say.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Ari, like even people who are there as legal immigrants, if you get it through ill-gotten means, them are fought for you.
Yeah,
them out for no.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though you feel like everything's sorted, it's
yeah. I have
but
my citizenship and I easy my things in order. No, how you get it? How you enter the country?
Even is how you enter the
How you enter
country,
the country,
yeah.
right? So there is just a whole bunch of things. They're caught the immigration are trying to get rid of illegal immigrants, and they're mostly focusing on Black and Hispanic people. So it's get caught up in racism and a little bit of classism. So it's just a bunch of things that definitely people who are there in America, even if you're on the street and narrow, you're gainfully employed, but you wouldn't be legally employed because you don't have the TIN, your social security number, so you're not paying tax. So again, all them things there is just a bunch of things that get caught up in the whole immigration status.
I will say this. If you talk to Jamaicans on the ground in Florida, which we did.
Yeah, we did.
Some of them.
Don't say that.
Some of them.
Don't
happy.
say that.
I'm just saying, I'm not outing anybody. Some of them are happy for. So you can just imagine some of the white people them over there when them hear news like this. I'm just saying. We just put that out there. When I say I'm just saying when you talk to them on the ground, they're happy for this.
Yeah.
It's fact.
It's scary times.
Yeah.
It's scary times. But well wishes to squash.
Strength up.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but we'll just have to wait and see how this unfolds. Alrighty, moving on. So several tickets issued by the JCF have been making the rounds on social media, causing quite the stir. One included a $2,500 ticket with the offense reading driver or conductor drinking or eating while carrying passenger, and the comment from the officer says driver was seen violently sucking out a medium champagne buster and swirling his tongue around the rim of the bottle. Another included a driver getting a $10,000 ticket for driving with loud noise. So that offense is excess noise, and the comment from the officer says driver was playing loud music entering Glenmuir Road. And lastly, this driver got a fine for $5,000 for body protruding. So the comment from the officer reads, passenger was seen with his left hand outside the motor vehicle. Me never know you coulda give me a warning. This is crazy to me. What do we make of this?
No, well, first of all, when I first saw, the first one that I saw was the sucking of the bottle
and swirling
it. I'm like, that the police officer missing calling as an author, like very descriptive. Like, why violently
I got the
sucking
visuals
on
right
a
away.
champagne buster, swirling it? I'm like, that's a bit excessive. But no, the comments.
Know the genders of the officer.
Obviously men.
Oh, you know that.
They're mostly men.
I know that.
Well, we don't know. We don't know the gender.
If it was a male driver observing these actions of a male police officer observing the actions of a male driver.
Yeah.
If that is the case, very why.
Yeah.
Very bono.
But hey, I'm doing my job. I gotta be descriptive.
No, you're being extra.
Well, I wasn't finished. So you make your comment already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
Find me and give me a ticket.
No, so there was a article by the Jamaica Star that read that the government is targeting $1 billion or Jamaican dollars in traffic ticket fines, and they said that it was tabled by the national security to kind of drum up $400 and something million. It's in this Jamaica Star, but the JCF put out a IG video and they said that there's no quota by the police force. They give it out based on the offenses and the discretion, and they quoted like they gave out like 80,000 tickets last year. So I mean, I don't know. The tickets usually are given out by the discretion of the officer. And I guess if you're reckless and dangerous, that's usually the ones that they give tickets for, like speeding and reckless driving. Breaking all the traffic codes.
Yeah.
But it's very it's very.
Peculiar.
It's peculiar, thank you. Where you're seeing these tickets come up where sucking the buster, like you have to make that comment, and the driver was seen sucking the buster bottle and twirling his tongue. He's just like, oh my god, like that was just so excessive. And I can understand the people, like drivers and people who drive, people on the road. Like a lot of us feel as if there's a targeted effort by the JCF, especially in the road traffic division, to try and burden us.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've met police officers, big up the police officers that I've met. They based on their discretion, I've gotten my fair share of tickets, but they've given based on the discretion, and of course how you deal with them. Sometimes I'm completely ignorant to the fact, like as a person say, could I get a warning? So I mean, it's definitely based on their discretion, but I don't know how they're saying that there's no quota, but literally the Jamaica Star said that there's $1 billion traffic fine. The JCF is targeting $1 billion in traffic fine. So I don't know, they probably have to do much better in trying to relay to the citizens and every driver here. Yeah.
A police officer, they just want styling, man. They just didn't want styling. Right? It just seems so from the jump. Shout out, I'm sure I start out by saying this too, because I only for police watch a fix. Shout out to all the police officers out there keeping the peace and that are fans of the show. You know what I mean? Naro respects the work that you do. Hold on. Just get that out of the way. Right? So you brought up the article from the Star. So the facts of them table this, it means that there is an expectation. Say, this have to go meet because we need this money from this to take care of this. No, it is not far-fetched to me. Say that the Prime Minister, the government, let me not say the Prime Minister, right? The government, right, is not in dialogue, say, with the police commissioner of police, and say, hey, when him say a certain quota is not being met up to a certain time, say, hey, we need to ramp up this because at this we expect from the fines them from the road. You see me? So when the JCF are gonna say no, there is no quota to be met. Come on. Like this is a direct contradiction happening.
Yeah, there's a disconnect there.
There's a disconnect happening.
And then with so many of these tickets that many people think is so, it's so wanton, it's trivial,
like,
it's superfluous.
Come on, man. Superfluous is the word.
Yeah.
Because we've met many a police officer, again, big up on yourself, that with the use of their discretion, I'm say, all right, you can let them off with that one and say, Ray. Now, of course, even the one about the protruding body part, that is an actual law. But again, with things like these, just things say, them can more use them discretion. And the immediacy in which these tickets are expected to be paid, it quite alarming.
But in fairness, there is an opportunity for every driver, for every car user to go to the court and defend your ticket.
True.
So if you don't feel like you deserve the ticket or you feel like it was unlawfully given, there's an opportunity for you to go in front of the court and plead your case.
The Glenmore one is interesting as
who's
well
gonna wanna
because
do
like, was he driving near church? Like, was the area in which he was
Glenmore
driving?
Road, more than likely it's Glenmore High School. And when it's a high school,
you know Clarendon more than
I kind of do.
So, okay. So that one maybe,
But
kinda.
Glenmore Road is a big road. But if it's that,
Time,
you have to be, it's Glenmore High.
Yeah.
Come
Glenmore
and
High
try to see the
School.
time if we could have found it
The
for
time,
the ticket,
right,
but no.
right.
Yeah, that one I can't argue still. Like,
Yeah.
did you measure do you have an instrument for
decibel.
to measure
decibel.
level them, like all them
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Again, big up on police right now. Big up all them police right now out there, and they're doing a fantastic job out there.
Yeah, we're moving on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crime percentage get lowered too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Shout out to JCF.
Shout out to JCF.
Alrighty, moving on. So, as Billboard continues its week-long rollout of the 100 best dance songs of all time, staff list in daily batches of 20 songs, dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel has secured a coveted spot, becoming the second Jamaican artist on the list. This follows the earlier inclusion of the legendary Grace Jones, whose 1981 hit Pull Up to the Bumper landed at number 82. Kartel's feature on Pon the Floor, a high-energy track by Major Lazer and Afrojack, has been ranked at number 60, solidifying dancehall's global impact on the electronic music scene. So, shout out to World Boss.
Shout out to the World
Grace
Boss.
Jones.
This is no small feat. That song they pull up to my bumper.
And Grace Jones.
And Grace Jones, of course.
Yeah, I said
You know what I mean?
No, Naro didn't.
Yeah. But the fact that Kartel rank higher than that, the song then, I've seen that song played in several movies before. That song there, global. For that song, for Kartel's song, for rank higher than that is a great achievement. All I want, I think, is an underrated song, girl song in him catalog, because you don't really hear that play in a girl segment for Kartel like that. But All I want, as the article point out, it get played in a whole heap of clubs, whole heap of, European dances and them things. So it's a global hit. In a really, register to we out here like that. It does.
The earlier segment.
Like an earlier segment, yeah. But yeah, definitely an underrated song in catalog. And for sure, you say, in girl catalog, not normal. So you can have a song like this. And say have a next song like, for the daggering and all them thing then. For the freaky girl, them and like, in girl song catalog is very varied and very holistic, if you will. Yeah. So shout out to Vybz Kartel.
Big up Major Lazer though, because
Shout out Major
I
Lazer.
introduced you to a song that we actually used in our theme song in Nightly Fix. You remember that
The
song?
initial theme song, yeah.
So I was very much aware. I got caught up in Major Lazer in 2008, 2007. And yeah. And I just fell in love with it, and it's funny. It's a dance list. It's not dancehall. So
Yeah, it's a dance.
you saying that you're surprised that Vybz Kartel is ranked higher is because I think it has to do more with Major Lazer. So that's why. But shout out to both Grace Jones and Vybz Kartel. They're Grace Jones, an underrated, under-celebrated Jamaican icon in the fashion music industry. She is a muse to many people and even now being replicated. So big up Grace Jones, and of course again big up Kartel. It's a good song.
Yeah. As you said that for real, I bring me back to the times Major Lazer used to have some big massive like parties.
Yes,
concerts
EDM, right? Yeah.
A stadium side.
Yeah.
It was a thing here. So Major Lazer is a big deal, and that's definitely my type of music. I've always loved that song. Pon the Floor anyway.
You've been for go like one white club with it.
We're going to Europe.
Well, I go Europe still.
Let's do it.
For the year then, I do. Europe now, myself.
Oh gosh. Alrighty, moving on. So, who put this in here? Who put this here? So, Deva Bratt released a music video for his single, West Was One Part 1. The video features AI-created visuals that mirror the lyrics and lightness referenced in the single, including that of our very own Naro. Here's a clip.
Go for the voodoo stick with the lamed. Crush man a crush out the comment like a demeg. Send for Naro on the Nightly Fix panel. CNN, primetime news every channel.
So are you feeling this video? Naro, how do you feel about how you looked in the video?
Not feeling it. I look weird. Nah,
You don't like what AI did?
I don't like what AI did.
AI
I don't like how I
Naro?
was represented by AI in this music video. Not at all. Like, first of all, they never get my height right.
But I was never recognized it. I was like, where is he?
Yeah. As much as one would like to think, say, oh, they made it taller. No, I don't. I look weird. I look gangly and just goofy. Yeah, I look goofy. I run up. I look goofy as fuck. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, the beef with Deva Bratt continues because it made me look stupid here. Yeah, I don't like it. But I go and ask serious. It's a very creative video. People them seem to love it.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. You know what I mean? Even when I have Madsus looking in there too, like, I have Madsus to be upset. Because if I have Madsus looking ridiculous, at least the AI make it look so, you know what I mean? But yeah. Big up to Deva Bratt. You know what I mean? It seems like the people them are like this. So
Yeah.
I don't care.
Kind of in the bad mind.
Bad mind, bad mind get the best of them.
Nightly Fix panel.
Yeah, you'd expect to see the tree area run up, eh? Uno with the girl them want serve drinks.
Therefore, I can bust gun to you now.
Guns out, bitches.
You didn't just say that. Tell me you didn't just say that.
Woo, not the real ones.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was hilarious though.
Yeah, it was.
Big up Deva Bratt,
Big
bad
up.
artist.
Mm.
That's it for Quik Fix. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment down below.
Tell in a comment how bad mine Ari is in real life.